Mic on.
Good morning. Or good afternoon, actually. I always forget it's afternoon. Brandon is first. Yee! Nice. Morning, buddy. God damn it. Good afternoon. Jesus. Wait, hold on. I'm actually a little out of the... I don't have any of my stuff up. Jesus. Alright. There we go. Okay. You working today, Brandon? I forgot I know your hours are a little weird. Well, not weird, but just different, I guess. Oh, that's good. I wonder, did this fix last time? No, that's definitely not it. I'm not gonna worry about that. Alright, music is good. Maybe a little too loud. Hold on. That's fine. Okay. That's good. That's going. Alrighty. I guess I should do my intro because I'm trying to put this on YouTube. I keep on forgetting to do that for all the other live streams. But I think make this one a separate series. Let me check real quick.
The atomic bomb may go off.
Working today, extremely slow. Dang. It's always weird, like, you look forward to the slow moments, but it goes by, obviously, slow. But when it's busy as hell, it's like, god damn it, just give me a fucking break.
I'm gonna love you till
Alright.
I die.
Alright, so I'll leave that. I think I'm gonna make this in a new series. Okay. Man, I feel a little sluggish today. Alrighty. What's going on, guys? It's Gio with Level Up Design, and today we are going to create a new map. So, if you guys have been following the live streams, obviously, we're doing something a little different before, kind of focusing on like a concept game. We called it Forgotten Funk. But now we're actually going to just creating actual maps. And this one actually is going to be a little different because I already have the category set up. So it is going to be a shooter map. Woo! Pretty cool stuff. Just basically what... Why is this one so loud? Jesus. Take it easy, take it easy. No, not completely. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just one track that got super loud for some reason. Alright, anyways. We're going to go ahead and instead of how we did before, like... getting the genre and the setting, well, setting we could probably still do, but realistically what we're gonna do is just pick out a type of map, right? So I'm gonna use my handy dandy super wheel here. No, I do not want to save $650. Stop seeing this ad. Not interested. It's gonna show me some other random garbage anyways. So let's get rid of this. So what we want to try and actually focus on is getting a type of map, right? So obviously, like, just for obvious examples, you know, Call of Duty, at Battlefield, Destiny. Sure, I don't think Destiny would probably be the best one for this case. But what we're gonna do is basically create a multiplayer map in a sense. It won't really have the multiplayer aspect. I don't think so. But it's a possibility. Probably have maybe like just a 4-man server. And then obviously we could have some guys jump on if they want to play or whatever and test it out. Won't be doing any mechanics, because that's like the big thing I want to focus on. Alright, I can't do this one. This one is way too loud. Extremely loud. Alright, let's do this one. I think this one is like a... There we go. It's a little better. What was I saying? Oh, so we're gonna do... Oh, towards like the whole level design thing. So my role, or like the goal of a level designer is not necessarily creating mechanics. Don't get me wrong, can I do some? Sure. But realistically, what we want to focus is on the gameplay, right? The interactions, you know, when the player walks through X door, what happens, right? What are they going to see? What are they going to experience? You know, obviously it goes into like emotions, and then you have like the color theory, which basic color theory is just what emotions evoke what. So like a typical example is you have, you know, red, right? Red typically in a game could mean a couple things, but primarily it's either danger, like, oh, you're about to die, or don't go here, like, stay away, red alert, basically. Could also technically mean like health. It doesn't necessarily mean like as in like you get healed, but there's certain emotions, like different shades of red and how it's used in a context. But typically red is like a danger, right? Whereas you have green, green is more like a safe thing. Like, if you go into a green area, you're gonna be safe there, or you're gonna get healed, or it basically just provides a sense of security in a sense. And a lot of different colors do that. Usually like yellow is a good example in games because yellow could mean like direction, like, oh, go over here, right? There's probably something over here. Excuse me. Or yellow is something that's interactable. So you'll see like in games where, not all games, but like a good example is Last of Us. They'll have like yellow trims or yellow, what's that called? Like that construction tape or whatever, to show that, all right, if you go here, you could climb this. It's kind of the same gist of it. So we're actually gonna need, and I don't know many off the top of my head, so what I'm gonna do is look this up. And obviously we're not gonna knock off like Call of Duty or anything specifically, but just trying to get ideas of the types of maps that they have, right? So hold on. Call of Duty map types. Let's just do that. Let's do this. So we're gonna add a couple of them just to get some options. Obviously, we just don't have two here because that would just obviously do that. But let's do a crash site. Oh. Crash site. And that could mean anything. It could be a helicopter. It could be a jet. It could be just a large building. Whatever. So we'll do that. I think it's just enter it. Yeah. Okay. We got crash site. We got some sort of like dock. We have an airport. I think that's kind of like a nice one. We have a market. No, market-y. Market. There we go. Okay, let's see. Only one I'm gonna be avoiding is what's one that's really horrible to play with like more than like 5 people? Shipment. There we go. We're not doing that because that's not really anything, I guess, super creative. That's the right word to use. Because basically you just put giant shipyard containers or ship whatever containers and empty ones throughout. I mean, that's not really anything on this world. We can do that in like 2 minutes. I want something that has a little more like context to it, basically. We could do a boat. So we have shipyard for like, where obviously like boats are docked. Like the typical like yacht style. I was thinking Call of Duty Black Ops 2, I believe. Trying to see. Don't want to do Nuketown either because that's also kind of simple. Obviously, I know there's more put into it. A version of Rust would be kind of funny. I think Rust is technically an oil rig. An oil yard, I think that's what the term is. Yeah, cool aspect of how games light up certain areas and paths in there. Yeah, exactly. Correct. That's what they're doing. Again, like you have even some games where they use both at the same time. So like I don't know, I don't have an example off the top of my head now, but you have like when you're trying to escape, like in a cutscene, and you have like just even like a red exit sign where like, oh, you think that's safe, but that red exit sign flashing is like, oh, I don't trust that, so you avoid it. But then as soon as you pass it, let's say zombies come up, right, like something like that. But don't get me wrong, there have been plenty of games that abuse that too, where they say like, oh, like, green area here's red, and then when you go in, it's actually not, or it kind of is because like you play a cutscene or something. But then they trick you, right? Because that's misleading. An amazing example of that actually is I think it was the first Dead Space. The first Dead Space, basically, everybody knows, or most people may know, but a elevator is like the universal like area of safety, right? Unless like you're in there, something happens, like a cutscene. But realistically, you're in an elevator, it's going down, up, whatever. You're pretty good, right? You're just going from one place to another. But then it's funny they mention this. It's literally just one elevator, moment in that game where something comes to the roof. So you're there, you put your controller down, you're waiting, crack your fingers, or you go to the bathroom or whatever, and something happens. And the onset panic of like, you scramble, you start blowing, like just shooting your gun just to try and get it out and like kill it. It's not even like a crazy boss enemy, it's like a regular one, but catches you so off guard that throughout the rest of the game, and honestly, I think probably the second one, you're on edge in an elevator. But they literally only do it that one time inside of the whole first one. But again, it sets that precedent, right? Like, oh man, I gotta be on my toes, right, no matter what. So it's just something that's kind of funny. That game still got me. Like, I played the remastered one. Jesus. Ooh, it was good, but man, they changed a lot of like the like graphics mainly. But that one scene, once you experience it, it's never the same. Trying to see, a lot of these are kind of the same concept. Airport terminal, same thing. We could do what's that? What's that type of like? Oh, let's do. I don't know the term for it, but I'm just gonna say Brazil. Still have yet to play that game, dude. It's so good. I know the newer version is kind of expensive. I don't know if it's still. Let's see. Dead Space. Mass. Oh, nope. Remake. I wonder how much it is right now. Let's see. Yeah, who cares? Oh. Oh yeah, it's still $60. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. You could play the original one for free. Oh, jungle, that's a good one. Let's just do jungle, like rainforest. And I guess since we're adding like the type of areas, we could just put not desert. I'm gonna put rust, or I'll put desert / rust. Just kind of paint a better picture with it. What do you do now with this wheel? Oh, so basically what we're doing is, I know obviously we're working on the other concept 4, but I want to not put on the back burner. I just want to fine tune what it needs. Either that, like just completely redo it and make it so it actually works effectively, or two, there are actually a lot of like full projects available on Unreal Marketplace, so you could like download them or buy them, whatever, and then you could just basically use that as your placeholder, right? So like it'll have the stealth mechanics, it'll have the enemy attacking, it'll have the win and lose screens, whatever. Just because again, my main focus is on creating the interactions in the gameplay, not necessarily creating the context of the game in a sense. So yeah, we're basically just getting like a. I'm gonna look for like a. I have a couple templates there that I could potentially use. Some are a little wonky, like kind of how I play, but we'll see how they work. So I'll find the right one, and then once we have obviously a map created, all we gotta do is just create it in the engine, and then in the engine we go ahead and set up the map, because we're still gonna do a map no matter what. Then we'll create the game space, and then once the game space is created, we'll start just putting in enemies, or depending on the one we might have, they have spawners. So you just spawn in like or 3 enemies, and they come and attack you, kind of like a zombie type thing. So you even use that. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. So let's do. Actually, we might even do 2 versions. We might do like a. Yes, correct. Just in case if this is on YouTube. Brandon was saying you're basically making the cake and that decorates it. Yeah. So they give us all the ingredients. All we're doing is just exactly what we're doing, building the cake. And it's much easier that way, because that is we're technically, as a level designer, you have a role with everybody that's affiliated with the game, right? So you're working with the artists to make sure you could get your assets, making sure that things are sized and correctly set up. Obviously deadlines overall for all the departments. You're working with the designers, like the programmers, the leads, whatever, to make sure that the mechanics that are needed work well, right? And they're to the intention of the guidelines for the game and the setup. A lot of things like that. So you're really just a middleman, but basically you set up everything. Then it goes to the environment artist. The environment artists actually go in for the most part, make it pretty, and then they give it back to you for the review and go from there basically. How many do we have right now? We have 9. Let's get one more. Let me look up here. Let's see. There was one. Oh, is it favela? Is that what it's called? Hold on. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. This. Okay. So that was actually to replace this. There's just by its better description. Carrier, yeah, that's basically like the airport one in a sense. A better term, because obviously that's what the map is called, is like terminal. So I'm just gonna leave it that. I'll put airport slash terminal, whatever. Airport terminal, cool. All right, get rid of this. Now one more. I don't need the damn game modes. Dingus, move. Oh my god. Oh, this actually literally just gives the names. Let's just put mansion, whatever. I don't have that here already, right? I do not. Mansion. There we go. Okay, we got 10. So let's see. Make sure. Actually, docks, airport terminal, market, shipyard. Carriers from the older call. Like, oh, that's right. Let's just put it here. We'll group it all together. We could also just decide. Oh, let me click off there. Having to land on that one, then we can just be like, all right, let's see what we want to do. All right, let's see what we end up with. Oh, I forgot I made noise. Oh god, Jesus. Market. All right, cool. Damn it, I got a text and it was just gonna charge my card. Alright, sweet. So we got a market. And actually what I'm gonna do now, because I didn't do this for obviously all the other levels in the Forgotten Funk, is let me make a copy of this. Copy. Hold on, just doing it on the other side. Alright, we're gonna do an LDD for this one. And let's just change it to market LDD. Got that. So, theme, market. I'm actually just put this one as like favela-ish, like favela style. Okay. Level name. Let's make up a random bullshit. Gulahara. Market. Sounds good to me. Don't make no sense, but I'll do it. Right. Spacing on this is always so weird. There we go. Alright, so favela style. We don't need any of this. Lower mat, lower mat. Alright, it's fine. We'll get that later. Got it. Okay, so first off, what we need to do, well, get a new map set up in this graph paper. Image tool, registry, you can now add images. Insert tool, also on desktop. Oh, cool, nice. So I love these guys. I think actually it's just one person. I don't remember her name, but she, dude, super receptive to feedback. Like I've sent a couple things of like just scaling and things here, and she's fixed them. Pretty awesome. That's why I always like using this. I know there's definitely, you know, better, more usable stuff, but this is just like, oh, I don't need this. I need a new one. Why isn't it? Count. Oh, there we go. No, let me not clear that just in case. I don't know what that is. What's this? Oh, all right, cool. I'll use that. All right. So we got market, Gulahara, whatever. So now we need to look up, because what I'm trying to go for when it comes to the market style, or at least what I was picturing in my head, was more of like that, man, I don't think it was favela now that I think about it. Let me see. I don't think it was favela. Was it? There's a certain market that comes to mind. I don't even remember what game it's from, but it was one that it was like, maybe it might have been just a section in the favela. Maybe that's what it was. That would kind of make sense. Okay, well, let's just go based off that favela-ish style. Images. This really, yeah. Oh look, that's pretty nice. So, this is like the. Talking about the old call. Yeah, I know like Favela was the one where it had like that path, by the water. What is this? I don't need this. It had, where I just had a. Oh, I guess it's over here. Yeah, this one. This is like the one, and it has like that swing set area, or was it soccer area? Soccer area. That's what it was. So yeah, like this in a sense. But there was one, man. I don't know. Is it maybe some section just in here? I remember specifically like there's a market one. You know, it might have been actually in a recent Call of Duty. It's like a deserty area. People spawn like over here. There's like paths over here. I think there was actually, was it a crash site one? Hold on. Crash site God map. I think it was this one. I think it actually was this one. But this crash site was just like a part of it. No, wait, no, it's not that one. It's this one. Hold on. I want to say it was this one. What is it called? It's called Crash? Really? Crash COD map. I think. Hold on. Oh, I think it was this one. Man, I can't. Why none of them have like a better picture of like just the actual map overall? No, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was this one. God, desert. Oh, not. No, it's one. Yeah, there you go. Desert map. No, it wasn't that one. Definitely wasn't Rust. Rust, I know. It's like the back of my hand. It looks so weird with these angles. I know that when I see it again, I'm gonna be like, ah, there it is. Dang. There should be a big graph of all of them. Go back. I know it was a desert one for sure. I actually played it before. I don't remember what Call of Duty it was. Mirage? No, it definitely wasn't this. No. Desert Siege? No, I didn't play Vanguard. It might have been Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare. Black Ops 2. Whatever, I'm getting sidetracked. That's not the point. What we're trying to get is... It's just bugging me, stupid. There you go. So what we're trying to get is an idea of maps, right? Like, so what's gonna be like the context in it? You know, like what type of blockades are we looking for? Which something I like to do is make a list. Assets list. I normally don't put this on here because I could kind of just label it in the map itself. I won't need this. So obviously buildings, densely packed, stacked just like that, they're like on top of each other, really close next to each other, something like that. Okay. Let me put bullets next to this. Buildings densely packed, stacked. I don't know if I want to. I feel like I don't know why the desert theme of a market just sounds nice. Like just it fits well. I don't know if it's maybe because shooters usually have a nice like it has a nice look to that, but desert markets. Images. Okay, let's see. I keep on thinking I'm spelling desert wrong, but I'm not. Oh, what do you call those? Stands, produce stands, we're gonna call them. Those basically like the ones that kind of look like tents, Produce stand. No. Sanction means we're gonna need some sort of produce generic asset. Produces. I don't know. That's it. Whatever. Let's do it with that. So you see kind of what I'm just looking at over here. Probably should have put that over here before. So let's see. See, that's kind of like what the style where we're going for. You have like these little tents, which a bunch of people are there cooking stuff. You know, you have like the smaller buildings around it. Other buildings, actually, you know, a little tower wouldn't be a bad idea. That could be like the main dominant of it. I'm just gonna label this as a watchtower. Just put quotations. That could actually be a watchtower. Okay. This is kind of like the style to go for, like those little like bright colored tops of the market, the buildings. We do need to make most, if not all, the buildings what's it called, enterable, right? Like so you could go in and actually do stuff in it or fight or kill stuff. No, this is no, we're not doing that. We need to do debris. And this could be just generic debris. Could be wood, stone, whatever. Just trying to get a rough idea of what we need. Concept art. I have to look that up because obviously it's like people's drawn or built work, so it just kind of gives an idea. Because right now we're not copying them in a sense, but we do want to just get a generic. Oh yeah. We could just do this. Crates, mash barrels. That's an obvious one. Oh, barrels. Actually, looks pretty cool. Yeah, but that's like Star Wars stuff. I'm not really gonna need that. Let's put. No, let's do. Mid-Eastern style. Yeah, that should be fine. So it looks like, and usually in these places, I'm just gonna label this as a dominant. I'm gonna do the same thing here as temple. There, because we want to have a main asset as like the highlight of this. So like when people start the map, they can see like in the corner of their eye or right in front of them, depending how we lay it out. Oh, let's just put street lights. Who texted me? Okay, that was Bella. Alright, streetlights. No, sure. Flags actually is something that I'm gonna put on here. Oh, my mouse. There we go. Flags / rags / cloth. Let's see what else. And then style. I could put packed, but not dense. Just make throwing words that will make sense to me. Well, let's just put feels crowded. Sounds better. Let's move on. I did feels. Come on now. Oh my god, stupid fat fingers. Just gonna take off that. There you go. Just trying to get ideas of how it should feel. Bizarre. That's the right word. Okay, let's do that. So let's do bizarre market. No, not clip art. Can we do maybe concept art? A bizarre. That's what it is. Let's do that. That's about right. Yeah, okay. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so it looks like very tightly, again, not tightly packed. It just feels like it's crowded because there's so much crap around it. Hey, Fritos. Yes, sir. Finally back. I was missing, man. I was missing like the routine of doing stuff because obviously it was great. California was awesome, but yeah, I miss working on things or just even being home because obviously it was just GPS like 99% of the time because obviously I've never been to California before. But I just miss like my bed and like just being able to do stuff like on my actual computer. Working off a laptop was not ideal. I really didn't have time to do much anyways. Ate like shit, brother. Yes, yes I did. I did. Well, not horrible. Like we usually have like maybe 2 meals in a day, but usually those 2 meals are pretty heavy. I think the only time we didn't was when we went to this what do you call it? It's a like a food market basically. So it was like underground, like in a little almost like kind of like a parking garage, like the first floor, similar to that. I forgot the place is called, Julia Henry's, whatever. Kind of like that, but not like as organized. I guess there's just a lot of food everywhere basically. I think it was the only time I actually ate a lot and felt like crap. All the other times we ate and like it was good, perfectly like balanced. It was awesome. Oh, we gotta make sure we note. We don't need this anymore. Let's put big arcing. No, big arcs. Let's just do that. I think it should be enough for now. Let me just scan like 3 more pictures. 1, 2, and let's get one more that's a little more interesting. 3. Yeah, all right, that's fine. Cool, we got that. Big arcs. Let me just get rid of the extra one. We should. Ah, crap. You're right. That's right. I'm skipping a step. So, what we do need is references. So, Where's my clip tool? There we go. Let's get that. And then this is one I mentioned a little while back that I use called PRF. For some reason, it completely just takes over my screen. I think I need to make it windowed. I don't know why. It's like the only thing. Where's this? I think if I copy it, I should be able to paste it here. Yeah, there we go. Can I window? No, not you fucking idiot. Mode maybe? No. Window resize to no. Okay, that's not it. Setting, can I just do this in lock window? No, I don't want to do that. Nope. I'm trying to just make this. No, that's fine. On top of the taskbar? No. Take window photo, lock window. No. Take images, expected by K. Scale, enable transform, no. Change, no. It's no. Man, is there really no? Hold on, I gotta look this up. PRF. Windowed mode. In this one, window will be like a normal software with a close. Okay, yes, I need to do that. How do I do that? Man. This isn't it. Go away. Yeah, like it doesn't have anything for me. Control W? No, that's not what I did. I'm gonna watch this video real quick.
Welcome to the PureRef
Yeah,
window
yeah, yeah.
tutorial. Press Ctrl F to maximize and Ctrl N to minimize the window. PureRef will automatically jump out of maximize mode if you try and move it around with the right mouse button. Make sure that the PureRef window always stays on top of other windows.
Well, there we go. Okay.
Ctrl, Shift, and A.
I don't need you anymore. I'm done with you, Grandpa. Alright, so we have that. I might still need to keep this here. Can I can't dock it though. Alright, that's fine. Let's get a couple more examples. Let's just put top down. Not really. This kind of looks nice. Yeah, let's get this. Again, we're not gonna copy this map, but like the layout is interesting. So, all right, just copy that, and then I will paste it. Okay. Let's get maybe like 2 more. It's too many things going on. Might actually use our little NPC for this one too, just to fill up the area. Actually, no, wait. It's a shooter map. There's no NPCs. Trying to see. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, this is a good one. It's probably the last one because this is a big one. Alright. And then we'll just paste that there. Window. Resize to selection. No. I'm just gonna move this over here. Actually, I'll move it over here. Window. Maximize. Oh, shit. Oops. Oh, buddy. I did stuff I didn't mean to do. Where is it? Window. Maximize. Here, put that there. There we go. A little bit of everything. It basically just looks like this, so you guys can see it. Window, maximize. There. So everything's in view. So you know that like when you're trying to get references of things, kind of get an idea of what type of style you're looking for. So we're just gonna keep that there. Let's maximize it. Maximize. It keeps on moving every single time I do that. Yeah, just leave the canvas. Optimize. No. Canvas, reset camera. There we go. Now it's everything centered. It looks nice. Okay. Cool. So let's get an idea of a map. I'm done with this. I will need that, but we'll just put that here for now. So first thing I'm gonna do is kind of set up the legend in a sense. So let's do this legend. Let me zoom in. Okay. And then I like to just change these all black since the background is blue, kind of just a little confusing. So let's do, first things first, just get a rectangle. Usually the player is a little smaller. Do that. I'll rotate it. This is kind of like just my generic, just doesn't mean anything at all. It's kind of like my generic, legend that I use just when I'm creating stuff. There. So like this would be getting our text player. Itchy. So make that black. Okay. We'll move this over here. All right, and then now, oh, this is my other one I typically use. So it's kind of like, oh no, that's not what I want to do. Let's get a rectangle. I usually like to make this one white and then black in the center. That there. This is gonna be a enter/exit. Basically like a just for them to come in, come through. That's all that means. Change it black. There. And really we don't put this here. I like to put it more on like the center or the right side, but I guess it doesn't really matter. We don't have anything set up yet. Alright. Let's get a swiggity of coffee. So for me, what I like to do to kind of start out, this is all based off more of a preference, right? Now, if you're playing like a game where you have like transitional maps, so like if you start in a forest, and then from the forest you're going to a village, and then from the village you're going to a helicopter, and the helicopter then takes you somewhere else. Typically, you want everything to flow right? So you don't want to have like, all right, they're in the forest. You know, you get to the end of the forest and then it just turns black, and then out of nowhere now they're in a village, right? You want to have some sort of conciseness from going to the forest to the village. In our case, since it's more of a shooter map, doesn't matter because, I mean, and probably like lore-wise in like Call of Duty or something, might have something that connects you from one map to the other. Not always, obviously, because then you have the Nuketown, which I don't think Nuketown really has. I think a connection, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. So in our case, it won't really matter what like trying to connect this map to another one that we may potentially do. I know that we are going to do two things. So we're going to do more of a shooter multiplayer map. So you know, like obviously enemy, well, not multiplayer, but like it could be multiplayer, but as in enemies are coming in, you know, to come and shoot you, whatever. So we'll have like them kind of like walking around, get spawned in, or like you just got to go and attack them in a sense. And then we'll have another one that's more like a zombie vibe in a sense. So I think the first one to do will probably be a shooter one because it's easier. And then the zombie one because we had to set up the, you know, the interactions with them. You know how they walk around. You know, they're patrolling, whatever. And then obviously like the hordes, right? You know, if you just attack one zombie, you know, and it makes a noise or whatever, then usually alerts all the ones. Same thing with enemies too, like regular NPCs, but still. So what I kind of like to start off with first is making like the buildings, right? Like some areas of a point of interest. So that's gonna be pretty easy with just some rectangles. And going based off the images that we have here, there's a lot of like smaller little, like I said, like market stands. So actually we could probably do that first. So I'm just gonna keep this as like my general market lookout. So that'll be like the let me stick this out a little more. Sure, yeah. 7. And then I like to give just generic colors to buildings. Make that black, and then wait, no, yeah, make it purple, sure. And then we'll make this also black, and then we'll change this to no, it's kind of bright gray. Sure. So this would be like our market stand. So like these, I don't know if you can really see these, like right here. Not really gonna look like that, but for like placeholder wise, it probably will. So let me move that back over here. Window, maximize. Okay. Oh, stupid centering. Canvas, reset camera. Okay. So really are gonna have like a lot of these in the area. I hope it's not. That might be a little too big. That's one thing to like with this. It's not really like super crucial because it's just like something we spin off like pretty easily or like pretty quickly. Oh, that's not what I want to do. But I do want to try and get the scale somewhat right. I think that should be good. You see? Yeah, something like that. Okay. So let's say again, they're typically pretty tightly packed in there. So probably something like this. Oh, oops, I didn't do it. This, there we go. And that's kind of how it looks like, right? They usually have some back to back or right next to each other. So we can even just use this as kind of our generic. God damn it. There we go. To the side like this. Let's duplicate that. Something like that. Now, building wise, there are a lot of arcs, it looks like. So, what I do want to have. It's kind of, it's not going to look pretty, but something that shows that, all right, we're going to have an arc here. So all we need to do is do something like this. And then we'll just curve it. So I want to keep it 2. Yeah, that should be fine. There. So I'm just going to put that over here. We'll keep that blue arc here. Nope, select it. There we go. Black. And I'm gonna keep it blue. Yeah, I could probably change it to white. I'll keep it blue for now. Hey, mic check. What's up, Mitch? How you doing, buddy? Good afternoon. Finally back home, doing my thing. So, I'll fill you in. Basically, what we're doing now is we put the other game, the Forgotten Funk, on hold. Just because I want to either one, really invest in fine-tuning the mechanics, get those all set up, which is definitely doable, but I'm kind of rushing things that I don't have really too much time between stuff. And then, or 2, get like a base template project, which they do have in the marketplace. Some of them are free. Obviously, better ones are going to cost money, which is fair. So either one of those 2 things. And then from that point, once we all have the mechanics right, we could go ahead and just start creating the full experience of the level. So we're actually going to do in the meantime, and we kind of just decided at the start of the stream, is make a shooter map. Going to be making 2. So we have one that is like a shooter map, you know, imagine like a multiplayer thing. If we go get a decent project with multiplayer capabilities, then we'll use it. And obviously I'll have you guys jump in if you want. Excuse me. Or just we'll use AI, like just bots basically that just shoot you or chase you, whatever, and it'll cover as well. And then we're gonna do another one that's more like a zombie-ish map. So like you'd be like just on your own exploring, and then you have like enemies swarm in, like zombies, whatever. Hope you enjoyed the vacation. Yeah, man, it was good. Definitely by like we were out for 6 days, but by the 5th day, like late in the afternoon when we got to the on our way to the hotel, cause like an hour away. Oh man, I was over it. I was so done with it. I just wanted to come back already and just be like in a place I recognize. So it's good to be back, and I miss obviously streaming and doing stuff. Yeah, but in total over there, dude, I drove like maybe like 14 hours, something like that. Like basically over half a day just driving. And it was overall because we went to a lot of places. We got into LA. We went up the Pacific Coast Highway, which is already 6 hours. Like it's like 5 hours. And then we went into the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon was 6 hours. Well, actually like 6.5 hours inwards from LA, because obviously it's in like Nevada, Las Vegas area. Super nice though. Gorgeous. Food was awesome. People were super nice. It was great. Only thing I had to complain about, which I mentioned this yesterday, was so obviously here in Miami you have like homeless people. Like I get that, it's perfectly fine. Like it's unfortunate, but you know that's expected. But it's usually like separated, right? So like if you go to Wynwood, for example, anybody who's here in Miami, if you go to Wynwood, you have a place where like all right, Wynwood, this whole strip is good, and then usually like 2 blocks in, 2 blocks out, whatever, you have homeless people. Sucks, but that's what happens. In LA, there is no like boundary. I know they have like a 20-block area somewhere in, I think, more San Francisco, where it's just like the homeless capital district. But like here, like any hotel we stayed at, we had at least like 3 or 4 homeless people across, which again, it sucks, but just some of them are a little more tweaked out, I guess you would say. So like they'll just be walking around pacing. One of the guys was like trying to like, he was pacing in front of while I was waiting for the valet, he was pacing in front of the hotel lobby and like randomly peek over and like he wouldn't do anything, but like he'll put his hand into where the keys are. So I was like, oh, dude, I gotta be on alert here because I don't know what he's gonna do. Again, it's sad. Like, it sucks that shit happens, or that's how, you know, people's lives are. But it was just a little odd. Like, it just keeps you a little more paranoid in situations like that. But overall, great experience. Loved it. Oh, then also what we're doing, so we're basically now doing a new LDD. Basically just going over our new map, which is we got Market. We just did the usual little wheel that we did before. So Market is more going to be like, and I can show you one. Seems kind of weird, so I got to show you what it looks like. Maximize. Let me reset the camera. So this is kind of the style we're going for, right? Like that kind of bazaar look. Not bizarre, like bazaar, like the market, you know, kind of like Middle Eastern, very packed. A lot of these little market stands here. Not obviously like full of people, but because it's going to be a shooter map, but more like just it's really crowded, but areas are a little open, like little pathways in the middle that split off, stuff like that. A lot of big arcs, buildings that could go into. Won't be all of them, but most of them. Actually, probably if we're doing a shooter map, it should be all of them, so that's something to keep in mind. Window. I'm just resetting this. Reset camera. Okay. Alright, so we are now going to make some. Let's do some buildings. Yeah, let's just do that. And we'll probably do so, like, if we're gonna have. We probably won't have like a big main building. It's usually not how. Oh, I don't like that. It's not on the line. Oh. Maybe something like this. Yeah, it should be fine. Let's go back to this. I don't. Again, it did this. Whatever. All right. So we'll put this. Oh, that's weird. It's like blending in. Something like that. Maybe we'll have like a connecting little path here. Something like this. Again, not copying directly off of the references, the pictures that we got, but just getting an idea of what it could look like. I kind of do like the idea of like a center square. Well, this is obviously going to be more a circle, but like a center area where like they could come in through different sides, right? And they'll like be connecting to other buildings. So what we should do, what's weird? How many entrances do we want? Let's just keep it at 4. Obviously, this we could just add whenever, so it's not a big deal. But I think that's good. We have 4 inches that all come around. Probably will be more though. Honestly, probably like 8. Just constant entrances, and this will actually be a whole path in itself. Like you'll have this that comes out, and then you'll have. Actually, I should probably just do that real quick. And then like, oh, it's too small, I think. Is it? Yeah, I think it's a little too small. Alright, so let's just do this. Oh, nope. I think it's a little too small, so let's do that again. There, that's a little better, I think. Yeah. And we'll probably keep this like a first floor or second floor thing. So like the first floor is just this. So you just walk through here, whatever. And the second floor will be paths that connect up here from the top. This probably could be a second floor, actually. All this, if anything, will have a first and second floor. I just don't know if this is too small or not. Like all of this, because I made the markets pretty big. You know what I'm actually going to do? Get rid of all these. I'll just leave 1. There. And we'll keep this as our kind of like our base for whenever we get to actually doing the market stands. How'd that look if I scale it? Actually, it's funny. It actually looks like a good size. Oh, a little too small. Whatever, it's fine. Just put this here. Text. Market stand. Nope. Okay. So, can I get rid of this yet? I cannot. Alright, it's just there forever. We have this. So move this a little back. Just give ourselves some room. I'm trying to think. So I like this little circle area. Could be even just like a, what do you call those? Like a square in a sense, like where it's like you just have like a main focal point, and then you have it like it's separate, right? It doesn't actually wow, actually connect to anything. It's just more separate, but it has entryways underneath it. So we could do that. We would like to have an arc though, so I'll keep that in mind when we're doing this. But if we do connect it, then that's another thing. But what we could just do here, let's get this. Right, we'll have this connect somewhere there. So we could just have it like something like that. Maybe one way could be like a stair that goes up here. And then this could be just an entryway to somewhere else, which I'm actually going to make like a small little rectangle here. Make this a stairway. There we go. So this will be stairs. I'm gonna change that and nope. Make them dashed. Oop. Make them black like that. There we go. Technically, all of these should be border black. There you go. Okay, so this entryway, this could be like a second or first floor area. Well, yeah, it's probably gonna be a second floor because there's stairs to it. But there's always gonna be something underneath. That's the thing. So we want to imagine it kind of like this. So we have, let's say this right here is that. So this is the top entryway, which kind of looks like this. Like imagine like kind of like this section. Oh, no. And then we're going to have underneath, let me just do freehand. So that will be this. That will be the second floor, whatever that's going to be. And then underneath here, we'll have like the markets on the side, like that. And then another pathway for them to go, right? Select all this, get rid of it. Alright, I'll need my references up. Let's maximize. Let's set the canvas. There we go. Some water. It's gonna be real crowded though. You know, one thing to keep in mind, which will probably be the main dominant here, is between two things: either a watchtower. It doesn't have to be like a watchtower. I just use that term. It could be just like a tower itself that just sticks out. But the thing is, with those towers, we can make them pretty big, but usually towers like that are like a relatively narrow. Or we could also have some sort of temple, church-looking thing. I think it's called a synagogue over there, maybe. Something like that. So that could be something we design next. Excuse me. I'm trying to see. I guess we could just stick with rectangle. And we also could technically have both. That's another thing to keep in mind. Let's keep it a 6x6. Oh, no. I don't want to do that. That's what I want to do. Alright. I am going to name this just temple, so we know it's different than the other ones. Select. Okay, that's done. Mitch, you gonna be streaming tonight by chance? I know you. I think you typically do the same schedule as me, but at night. But didn't know if you had plans or something. Alright, so temple. Where are these thingies? Let's duplicate this. This one definitely should have an arc as one of the entrances for sure. So I'm just going to put that. Oh, isn't that lined up right? Something like that. Yeah. Like that. Maybe even the other side. I think something like that should be pretty good. And then we'll just have like generic entrances. For like multiplayer maps, usually you want to have, and it's funny because I think, was it Eric yesterday? Or maybe Brian. I don't remember. Oh, great, it's invisible. Where they were complaining about a building not having exits, like enough exits. Which I thought was kind of funny because that's something I'm kind of keeping in mind here. So we want to make sure. That looks kind of weird. I kind of don't like it that they're so even. So maybe do it like that. And we'll get this one over here. Let's try let's see what this looks like. Again, we could just tweak this later on, so it's not a big deal, but we'll do something like that. And we'll move this a little down. So you can really know that. Alright, there's our arc here. There we go. I'll put this in here for now. We do need to fill it out, obviously, with stuff, but do something like this. It looks kind of generic here, like any other building, but when we're actually making it, we're gonna make it much bigger. It will have like that kind of like golden, or maybe like a nice little like top on it, so it really sticks out. I think I would like to make like some sort of double-decker tower. So it's just gonna be a top-down. We're probably gonna have to do like a separate thing. So I've done before is like, so for example, this is a temple, right? Or let's say this one, it's a 2-story type of building. So what I would end up doing is I would just draw an arrow out from it, and then from there I would like show the floors. So like, all right, this is what the first floor will look like, blah blah blah, put the assets whatever in there, and then this is what the second floor will look like, and the top one, whatever. So this one is going to be a double-decker one. So, well, actually a triple-decker one. Oh, buddy, a triple! Alright, let's do that. Something like that. And then I'm going to make this one. Well, they're both going to be black, but make this one dashed. And this one just regular, just filled. This would be... I'm trying to think of maybe... I should just make this all like a first floor. Oh, we could have layers. I forgot that they added layers to this thing. Oh, dude, I should just do that. I think I'm gonna do that. So, layers in any context or most contexts when you're doing either in-game stuff or you have art pieces, even like actual like concept art. Like let's say somebody drew a mannequin of somebody, right? You have layers of things just so it's easier to organize. So like in our case, if we have a full-blown map, you don't want to have everything like that, everything that would be interactable. Because imagine something like this. I'm just gonna maximize again. What is the hotkey? Control F, Control F, Control G. Okay. Control F, Control G. So can you imagine, besides the people, right? Or let's say this one. Imagine everything in this scene was just all there, right? So all these little like nooks and crannies, the window borders, the market stands, it's gonna be a mess. So normally you have things into layers. Layers is just like really organizing in a sense. So like let's say if all we wanted to work on was the trim of the buildings, and by buildings I mean like, you know, this, like this border, all this here, we would hide the other layers and then just keep the layer that's active, the building one. You make your adjustments, everything gets saved on that layer, and then when you turn everything else on and let's say turn the building layers off, then that's like it'll show everything but that. So if we want to have a layer for the market stands, we could have a full layer dedicated to that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to. Alright, it was Control F, Control G. There, cool. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing. So like if anything, this will be the first floor. Let's see. I still do want to keep things dashed though. So let me make a new layer. Alright. So be layer 1. All this here would actually be... No. Hold on. This actually would be on the second floor. I'm going to do that for sure. So we'll keep this. Why is it? What happened? There we go. Okay. That was weird. Dashed. I'm just gonna do it one by one. Doesn't seem to like that. Okay. There. So all of this would be your first one. I do want to keep this on the second one, so what I could just do, I'm gonna select everything here. Oh, did it? And I'm gonna move to layer 2. Yeah, layer 2. So now you have these 2 layers. I can only edit stuff that's on this layer. So if I click on anything here, you see it doesn't let me do anything. But if I turn off this layer, the temple's gone. So that's kind of like the gist of how layers work. Some different apps and stuff have different ways of doing it. But usually it's a group of whatever you want to have grouped in there, and you just label it whatever you want. Okay. So we're on the first layer. We can ignore the temple for now. We can actually just boop, get that out of there. So, and actually we could move this to layer 2. Nice. And we can turn it on. There we go. Alright, we're on the first layer though. Let's get rid of this. So actually what we could do, so I'm gonna redo that one. I'm gonna make a new one. Zoom in a little bit. Just so it connects here. And I'm actually gonna make this a little bigger. So let's do, crap. Select. Let's do that. Let's do another one. Okay. There. I think all this should be, yeah, let's go. Do that. Black. And dashed. Oh, why is that? Oh, it's because they're on top of each other. Funny. So let's remove this. Yeah. Just happen to make it one full thing. That's fine. Doesn't matter. And then we're gonna need no, actually now we have it in layers. We don't really need to make these dash anymore. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Entrances. So we're gonna need this entrance. Let's duplicate that. We're gonna have 2 here. Let's duplicate this. Duplicate that. And if this is the first floor, we're probably gonna have a decent amount of entrances here and back. So let's do one there, one there. Should have them somewhat even. Actually, we could leave it like that. I think actually we could put 3 here. So let's move this a little over there. We'll align this one up here, and then we'll move this one somewhere like right there. That should be good. Again, we could always tweak it once it's in engine, so we don't have to worry about that. This should go a little bit out. Oh, that's good. Okay. So now this should be connecting to somewhere here in the market. So we're actually probably gonna have, you know, I should probably do actually move these over just a little bit, and then let's get another rectangle, something like this. This be like kind of like a market area. I think it was 2 across. Yeah. I'm gonna just move all this. Maybe some over here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. It's like this would connect to here like that, maybe. I'm gonna move this to back. Oh, we also don't have colors right now, which is why it kind of feels weird to me. So let's fix that real quick. Just make it gray. Yeah, this one. This will be. How will gray look if I do it like that? Oh, happened. Now let's make this one go to the back. And then this one go to the back. There. Okay. And now if we show this, we're gonna have to move this. Let's get another rectangle. Something like that would be the second floor. Select. Change this to black, gray, and we'll actually just dash the second floor. Fuck it. Let's get all this. Okay, well, I'll leave that blue. That's fine. Oh, dashed. There we go. I'm gonna move this a little up out of the way because it will probably be somewhere else here, something else there. We're not gonna worry about that right now. Right, so I'm actually gonna keep this. Oh, mine right there. So let me just put some text here. Market. No. No. Let's make that black. Just move it here. Because technically this is going to connect here. Which I guess actually I could just do this and move it to where we need it to be. There, that should be good. This and this does need to be dashed. Let's fill it with the gray. Just so we know that that's stairs, right? Oh, you know, with these. Okay, hold on. This needs to be moved to the second layer. To layer 2. There we go. Yeah, because we want this only to be the first floor, and then when we show the second, we see stairs, right? Because then that's all going to be replaced with something here. And when they're all visible, then we can see it all. Okay, so got the marking. That's where all these little stands are going to be. Then we have like a kind of a central-ish plaza. It's also going to have stands, but not that much. It's more like just a crossway between everything, which I'm pretty sure we're going to need to have definitely more entrances. So if I were to duplicate this, rotate it, that should be good. Duplicate it, and then let's do the same thing. Duplicate it here, rotate it, duplicate, cool. Sure. Doesn't have to be perfect where we have, but I think actually it's pretty close. So we have that, which means that now this goes out to somewhere else. So first off, we're gonna need to do this area, which we might actually just keep it rectangle. No, not too narrow. Hold on. Try and keep it, yeah, something like that. Low narrow pathway. Okay. And then let's look at the references. A lot of arcs. Okay. Maybe I should try and get maybe some more references, because these are from like good perspectives, but not. Actually, we had the walls here. Okay, let's do this. Let's get, so now this connects to like a, because this one I wanted to be open. So let me actually, since we can't edit the text, so open market. And then I'm just going to label this one as a closed market, which all it means really is one is uncovered and one is covered. Like one is actually underneath the ceiling or whatever. Arrow. Select. So I get rid of this. Selected. This one, get rid of that. Let's move that here. And we'll change that to, oh, there we go, okay. And I'm actually just gonna copy this. Get rid of that. And we'll put that here. Give it a little space. Actually, we could just connect it there. I know, let's give it a little space. Because we want to have like the borders of it like covering here, and then there'll be an entrance into it over there. Let's change this to no black. Same with these two. Black. Okay. So we have that. We're gonna need entrances. So actually, we could just. We don't have to worry about putting on the border here. We'll just assume that like, we're just gonna connect to like. All right, there's one here. There's gonna be one here. So there's an arc this way in a sense, which means that we'll also have entrances there, there. So that's why I'm not connecting it really right here. But in the engine, it'll be a connection right there to it. Okay. Is that? Oh, let me give these some couleur. There we go. Hey, why did I hide the thingy? There you go. Duplicate this across and across. Actually, honestly, we'll probably have a connection here. Because this is the first floor. Now that I think about it, maybe this doesn't need to go in this layer, and it probably needs to go to the first one. Alright, I'll play around with that a little later. Another market here. So now we probably want to have maybe the temple on this side. So temples are going to be over here. Like the main entrance would be to this temple. And it should be like a. Actually, we should probably have a little path. Not like not as big as the other ones, but it's a little path. Maybe something like that. Like this. And then we'll have the temple there. So let me just go to the other layer. Unhide it. Get everything from the temple. And then I gotta move the legend. No? Hey, hello? Why isn't it? Oh. Wrong layer. That's why. So let's move that maybe more like down. Make it above. Yeah, like this. I usually like to put this in a box too. Just keep it like here. I'll be probably adding more stuff, so. Okay. To the center. Is that the center? Ah, it should be right. There we go. Alright, let's move all of it. Just a little bit to the right. There we go. Alright, so we were at the temple, which is this. Get this here. Rotate it. I gotta fix the name here. Rotate this. Temple. I'm actually gonna move it out of the way there entirely. Okay. Cool. Let's go back to the first layer. Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. be right back. Let me just make sure everything is pending. Yeah, all right, we're doing good so far. Sweet. So we have kind of a base setup so far. Oh, big drink. Jesus. Kind of a somewhat of a base. We're still missing things, obviously, and we need to also keep in mind of the interactions. So what we'll probably do is same thing, just split some layers. Like on the first layer, we'll have all of this, and if anything, we'll actually make a copy of everything once it's done, and then just have like what's inside of that layer, like inside of these buildings. And the same thing for the second layer, because again, we want to make it as easy as possible for us. And for the environment artists, once we finish out the level, to be like, all right, so if they have market stands here, 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 I know where to put the assets. Boom, done. Oh, what's this, like a little block that's going to be there? Oh, it's an obstacle, you know, whatever, like a column or something to fall over. All right, cool. Then we know where to put that there, something like that. All right, so I'm just going to the bathroom real quick, and I will be right back.
Mic off. Mic on.
Ooh, sorry about that. All that food from Cali's starting to upset my stomach a little bit. My body's catching up now. Taking a union break? Damn right. Fight the power, man. Okay. So we leave off. Who's texting me? Okay. Where we left off was here. Okay, so we need to blah 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 blah. I think here it's probably have some stairs. So let's get this. Let's get that. And this will be closed off here, like, well, besides this little entranceway. Maybe actually, I think this should be some sort of little, like, stairs area too. You know, I kind of don't want these sides. Oh, we could do, actually, this wouldn't be bad. Let's see a cocksucker. There we go. Alright. Maybe something like here? I don't know, why is it? Rotation is weird. Oh god. Something like that. I don't know how I feel about this here. Something connect there. Nah, let's go back. Just leave that there. We'll figure it out afterwards. Alright, for sure, stairs here. So, I'm just going to copy these. Why does that look weird? Excuse me. Jesus. I don't like... Why does that look like that? That's fine. Okay. Alright, so then these stairs will lead to another building, which everything's kind of rectangles now, but that's kind of the generic shape of it. We'll probably end up making it more like more complex, I guess, when we're in engine. Is this too? Oh, that's good. Okay, so something like that. And we don't want it to be bigger than the temple. Let's be like just a little connection area. So that means we'll probably need to. Who's calling me? I don't know who you are. Leave me alone. So let's do this. Let's copy. Oh, not on the right layer. Let's copy all of this. Not copy. Move all of this so it's lined up here. Yes. Yes, like that. I'll make that a little bigger. That's fine. Go back to the first layer. Delete that. Or actually, could we just scale it down, or will it mess it up? No, that's good. I need to... Oh. It's when it gets a little annoying about layers. We should probably have this go somewhere else. Just remembering what layer they're on. Once you have like, 5, 6, 7 layers, and yeah, it's going to be a little more complicated, but it's only 2 right now. I just keep on forgetting to switch between them. I wonder if there's a hotkey to switch. Oh, good. Nice. Make this base floor. And then we'll name this second floor. Actually, I don't like base floors. Just make it first floor. Give this its color. Okay, and then, well, actually, scale tool is actually working much better than before. This thing before used to be super wonky. What do you do like that? That's fine. Actually, wouldn't be a bad idea to. So we're in the first layer. Here we are. No, what? Just this. To get this, move it up so it's just like right in this. Oh, we need. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we'll have this here. Which means I need one of these. Oh no, I don't want that. I wanted this. There we go. There's another entrance. If anything, actually, we could probably make this a little bigger too. Let me see. Let's get this. What do you... No. Oops. Let's get that. Move it. Put it right here. Let's rotate it. Move the legend a little more back. Something like that. So basically the goal is an entrance through here. Move the legend up. Should be fun, I think. Yeah, okay. I don't want to make this too big. What? Oh. Just like a little small-ish room. Yeah, sure. And then we'll select again. That's one thing I don't like about this, the scale tool here, is that the actual like gray part of it is fine, but it thickens the borders of it, which is a little wonky, but it's all right. Let's move this there. We need another one. Oh, nope, nope. Come on now. There we go. That. Move to the other side. There. And this may not... Well, actually, you know what I need to do? Yeah, that's fine. It could be just a winding stairs. I guess that's true. I want us to go to second floor, little small passageway, maybe like little borders or some shit in between. And then it goes to another, like kind of like a storage room in a sense. And then here connects to another little area. It's gonna be a pretty decently sized map. I do want this. We could actually have all this be like how big do I want this to be? Maybe one more that way. And then we'll create... I don't want to have too long of stairs. Like maybe, you know, like that's fine. Make that gray. And then we'll dash it. And then move this inner here. And then we'll probably have this. So this is the open market. Honestly, I think we should be fine just leaving it in there, because we're gonna have another layer set up for the fill of this. So I have like just like that. Oh, it's pretty here in the middle. Nope. Got it? Nope. Come on. You can do it. Brother in Christ, come on. Are you real? Is it on another layer? Oh. There we go. And then go back to the first. There we go. Okay. And then we're gonna need another entrance here. And there's actually be something over here too. Because we want, this is gonna be, oh, I guess we have, yeah, we have to have somewhere here. Maybe this could be like a little water area, like a fountain or something. I don't know why that sticks out in my head. So let's just make a generic square. Oh, oops, no. So also be still on the first floor. Just put a circle here in the middle, just so we know this is separate from something else. Add the fill, yep, and then this. I'll make it blue. Is that blue? Is that green? Okay, there we go. Move this back a little bit. Now, one thing we do want to keep in mind, so if we're going to have, I'm going to split it here, so it'll be one entrance there. Again, multiple entrances for most part in places. We don't really want to have, again, going back to the example of when my buddies were playing Call of Duty, they were going through a building, I forgot who it was. And as they're in the building, they couldn't find a way out. Like, they basically got to the end of the building, and there was no door, no window to break down, and they're just kind of stuck there. And they ended up dying, unfortunately, because of that. So, dude. I don't know why I keep on getting this stupid freaking calls from my old job now at this point. Alright, so... Again, exit, entrance, right? We want to make sure we keep that consistent for most places. Now, don't get me wrong, there could definitely be places where they go in there and it's like a free-for-all in a sense. That's perfectly fine. But still, you want to give them the option, right? Like in this case, they come out to this courtyard. You know, if this is like a shooter map, then yeah, sometimes that's fine. But realistically, in most shooter maps, I think the only exception I could probably think off the top of my head would be Rust, Nuketown, and Shipment. For just the ones I know of. So obviously probably other ones. But it's just like one giant map. There's not there's space you could hide at, right? But there's usually a flow of things. Like for example, in Rust, right? In Rust, on the ground floor, you have like giant cargo containers to hide in between. You know, like pipes going around to block people from shooting you right away. Even when you're at the top of the tower, though, yes, you're not like there's no way out. If you could just jump down or whatever. But you have a way to get out of there. So it's not like you go up into a room surrounded by 4 walls and you're just there, you know, like that's it, you're stuck. So in this case, they come in here and they could shoot around and everything, but they have really no way to get out. So they have to either go, if they're over here, they have to go back over here, they have to go around and avoid, you know, obviously getting shot at. So what I would probably do is have a connection from here going over there. We don't need one here because what we're going to do either way, I forgot to add the, just get this one. Let's have one here, there. And then also here. Okay, that's fine. So I think keep this closed off. That's fine to go over here, and then we'll have another little like similar to what we have over here, entrance or stairs, little path, and then a little blocked off area. So actually, I forgot that all this is going to be second floor. So I need to move these. I'm just going to move this to this. Let me just highlight the big ones. This to layer second floor. These are stairs, so we don't need to put those to the next layer. I don't think so. I mean, we'll see how it looks out, but let's see. All right. Oh, that's right. This was the first floor. Crap. I'm getting confused here with adding the stairs. I keep on confusing myself for stairs. It's all right though. We could always fix that. Once we get in the engine, we could organize our thoughts a little better. Big thing I want to try and focus on is at least get this. Let's get random stair path. Get that. Where am I? Okay. Oh, that's not the same size. That's gonna give me a headache. All right, let me just move it there. Why isn't it the same size? Yeah, there we go. That's the right size. Okay. That's just right. And let's move that back. Let's put a similar room, probably this size. Oh, it's because it's in the second layer. There you go. Look at that. Put that here. And then we'll just get another stair. I don't think I have... Let me move this a little more back, not too much. That should be good. And then I'm just gonna get rid of that. We'll do a new one. Oh, nope. Let's do this and then dashed. Oh, and I gotta send it to the back so we can see the entryway. Duplicate that. Okay. Oh, it's because of the. Yep. It's back. I'll just put it there. But why is it? Looks weird. Whatever. Let's get this. This might actually be too big. Let's get the other one. There. Okay. I'm just gonna scale this one. This one. And then get this. Duplicate. Bloop. I don't like that. It looks like that. Actually, technically speaking, everything that's here right now, besides like obviously the stairs and like probably like these certain areas, would have a second floor. It's like besides this area, probably this area. It's hard to kind of picture right now without. Let me think. Okay. That's fine. I'm thinking about it too much. Let's just focus on making the map still. So it's trying to make sure everything kind of connects or flows smoothly in a sense. So, oh, you know, it's a big question actually. Where are they going to start? So, let me go. Okay. I need to make another text because again, I can't. For a reason, replace that. So player start. Okay. We'll get rid of that. Delete it. Get this one, and we'll put it there. So get these all somewhat lined up. Okay. So just a little bit. I can also just put it there. Get that all centered. Yeah, that won't be centered, unfortunately, but whatever. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now the player starts are going to be. This player start may be a little too big. Just slightly. So if we're going to have player starts. Again, thinking about this like a multiplayer map at first. So if we're talking about in teams, everybody spawns on one side, right? So like a typical area would be one here. And there's no connection, or there's going to be a connection here to that. Probably here, and then maybe somewhere here, right? If we're talking about free-for-all, that's a completely different ballgame because usually you spawn in one spot and there's certain designated spawn or respawn points once you die. So, and that could be anywhere, right? We could put that wherever we like. But if we're talking about this in team sense, which we probably are, because I was thinking it's more of like a deathmatch map or domination, whatever. Then we'll probably keep it like this, so that could also actually spawn it here and then just go kind of go out. There's for sure gonna be one here, and this actually connects over here to something, so we'll do that as well. Let's move these back a little bit. That's over here, or I'll just move it out completely, and then we'll get maybe. Probably prefer my. Oh yeah. Hello. I'm in it. Oh, this thing bug out on me. Oh. It's hard being this stupid. Thank you. I thought this was on the first layer this whole time, so I'm actually gonna keep it. One entrance here, and there's also another thing with balancing, right? Because we don't want them to say either side spawns in whatever spot. If we keep it there, we don't want them to have an advantage over the other, right? Now it's different. Like if you if you happen to die, or if let's say you go to like a hidden area. You know, maybe you'll get a bonus from there. But we don't want them, right, if they spawn on this side, they have more access to guns or whatever. Or they have more access to loot. Because we don't want that to happen. It's not like a Warzone. Where Warzone, like, you know, it does a pretty decent thing of balancing. No matter where you're going, you're going to find a chest. But again, what happens with the chest is you have the randomness of you don't know what's going to be in that chest. Could be crazy weapons. Could be armor. Could be just ammo, right? And if you don't have a gun at that point with just ammo, you're basically just spitting at them in a sense. So Potentially, we'll probably keep these. You know what? I think we're gonna close off that. So that'll be the end of that side of the map, and then we'll just rotate this. So we know that here we have an arc, which means you should probably have an arc over here as well, and we'll just keep it three entrances to this place. Do that, move that in. I don't know if that's a center or not, but whatever. Get rid of one of these and move this over there. So all we need to do to technically close this off is this area, in a sense. So we have the one entrance there. This probably is going to connect over here, now that I think about it, to kind of like fully tie in the loop. Okay. And doorways wise, again, that's easy to do. We've done that before. If you guys remember with doing like the geometry blocks, you have a additive, which means it adds a mesh and collision to it, and you have the subtractive, which means it hollows out an additive block, in a sense, or additive geo mesh. So we could just do doors like nothing. It's just about balancing it. Like once we started, we're gonna run around this, see everything ties in together well, and then once that's done, we can start adding in the core stuff of it, right? You know, like the blockades, the obstacles, interactables, stuff to blow up, whatever. All right, so I have that there. We're pretty much gonna have the same concept here. Please don't bug out of me. All right, cool. Something like that. I can't forget, I don't need to. I'm gonna keep the dashing for just stairs, just to show that there's a change, right? Change in elevation. Here again, I don't know what I would put exactly. Maybe I'll put an entrance more here, and then it could go in, because I feel like this would be a cooler area for like a second floor. But obviously we got to test that out, right? Let's do, honestly, could probably just copy this. Let's bring that down here. Yeah, somewhere there. Oh, I'm on the second floor. Crap. Alright. Smooth that here. And scale that like this. Smooth to the back. There we go. Move this actually a little more forward. There we go. No. Oh, it's because it's it's fine. And then here we're gonna have pretty much the same thing. Probably a little bit of a wider stairs. So I'm just gonna make a new block. Gray and dashed. I'm gonna move this from the second to layer 1 there, so I can actually send this to the back. There we go. All right, so let's see if we could do a full loop, right? If, again, this is a shooter map, we want to have it like this. I'll try, I need to do some sort of connection here. So you want to give them options. We don't want them to just be forced to go to the right or only to the left. We want them to be like, all right, what am I going to do? And eventually, you've played any, if you've played any shooters, you know that when you start in a map, you usually have a spot that you run to, right? Whether it's domination, because, domination will give you, like, you could run to, like, usually point A and C, obviously they're captured right from the beginning because it's right next to the spawn of either side. And then B is the middle one people try to go to. So usually, if you run towards B over time, you know there's a spot that you go to, aim down your sights, and you're going to shoot somebody, or try and stop anybody from getting to it, or you're throwing a grenade there, right? Whatever it's going to be. So you want them to just be able to get their options. And usually you want to get a pretty quick option to in the beginning, right? You want their, as they're loading in, you know, that countdown to 5 seconds, 10, whatever it is, you're looking around. It's like, all right, if I go right, I know I could go to the temple and I could go down, or if I go to the left, I'll go to the second floor, get at like an advantageous spot up here, whatever. So with that being said, I think probably we'll most likely do a little area here, but that won't be stairs. It'll just be like a little block off area. So something like that, something small. There. Gray. And it's all about balancing. Right now we don't. Why are you like that? There we go. What was I saying? Oh, it's all about balancing, right? Because we just want to go through the full. Because there's different types of loops when it comes to games. You know, you have the positive feedback loop, you have the negative feedback loop, and the other one I think is like the there's a term for it, but it's like basically neither party wins in a sense. So positive feedback loop is like when you do something good, you get rewarded something, right? A negative feedback loop is you do something bad, you get a something that doesn't help, right? Like if you're on a lose streak and you don't get anything, that's a negative feedback loop. Positive feedback loop is if you're on a win streak, you get rewarded something, whether it's extra XP, bonus, like damage multipliers, whatever. And then there's the other feedback loop, which I forgot what it's called, but it's basically where you lose, you're on a lose streak, but the game, whatever, is giving you something to help you out, right? Like whether it's more gold or a kill streak, whatever. So something like that. So what we want to, it doesn't really work in this exact context. What we're trying to do is just balance it out so there's a positive loop to get somewhere. So either side could go meet up with somebody fast in a sense. So which we are going to have some sort of connection here. I just don't have a way to connect that right now. But let's say just whatever, just another little thing here. I'll just put some background here so it looks like something's there. And then we'll just color that gray, and we're going to send that to the back there. Okay, so they can start. The game starts. All right, I could go straight in here. They could go straight in here, and we could all meet up here, fight. We can meet up here and fight. If I go right, and let's say they were to go right, we can meet somewhere here and fight. So let me just. So this area is covered. They're gonna spawn there. They go boom, boom. We're fighting here. Or if they go around here, we fight here, whatever. They go the other way. I see that line, okay. Go here, either one, probably this one. We're just trying to get the fastest route, the terminable route to fight, in a sense. So go up here, boom, right here. At this point, they can start fighting. And then these guys can go from here to here, boom, start fighting. Again, a lot of this is going to be balanced out once we actually go in the engine. And then let's say they go the other way, right? They're going to go here, here. It's a little bit of a longer path. But, so, what? It's 2 there. And then, if I just undo that, they go boom, boom, boom. It's not bad. I'm trying to basically determine it based off the, like, amount of clicks from one spot to here. So, from here, we go 1. This is one entrance. It connects 2, 3, 4. 4 before they meet with somebody, right? Before they're going to fight somebody. And here, we're going 1, 2, 3. So a little less here, but we could also balance that with spacing. So spacing wise, like instead, like, all right, they spawn right in the middle, but we want these guys to spawn a little bit more to the right, or even vice versa. We could leave them there, like to the right, and then spawn them to the left. It's whatever we want, really, but it's all about just balancing it out and see what needs to be done in order for there to be more interactions. Because the last thing you want, you've probably played this in shooter, you ever just ran around the whole map and didn't see a single person? Like, what the hell is that about? Like, where is everybody? And then you die almost immediately after you say that. Or you meet, like, the whole team, basically. Because there's either one, they're camping, very likely because it happens a lot, or 2, it's just like a spacing issue. So we want to make sure that within a span, and this is kind of like a general rule of thumb whenever we're doing anything, which you'll probably see Why, like in this map, hold on. Oh, it's here. Oh, first off, I'm gonna save this. It's online sketch. Okay, cool. So that's why you see, like, in this map that I did, right, for one of the side projects I did, it looks super complicated. Like, there's these little things sticking out, like, what do these mean? Like, why is all... It's because typically in a game, most games, you know, there's obviously RPGs, MMOs, where it's not really like that. But you usually want to have the player doing something on average every 10 seconds. And the reason why you see, like, there's, you know, these little divots here, these little, like, platforms, is because it's that something could be anything. Could be between them reading something on screen, and more so, like, all right, you want them to crouch, you want them to jump, you want them to double jump, you want them to crouch slide, whatever. It's doing something that's going to keep them stimulated. Because you've probably played a game where you're just walking forever, right? I know for a fact WoW did that a lot. Where you basically just set your flight or whatever you're running to and just auto run in a sense, and you don't do anything else, and you're just running for a long time. Again, WoW is known for that. A lot of MMOs are kind of like that. But to fill in those gaps for, like, your typical game, if you're talking about like a shooter or a multiplayer or whatever, you have something to do. You see, that's why a lot of players use, like, crouch sliding, jumping, whatever, because there's something there for them to do. You want to keep the brain active at all times, basically. So that's kind of the same concept you're going to have with creating this game space. Right now, there's obviously nothing there. It's just all open space. But once you start adding in, like, if we really, like, super rough sketch, right? Oh, that's a little too big. But if we had something like this, right? This could be anything. Whatever it's going to be. Let me just get rid of this. Something like this, right? You're going to want to have it here. Okay, so let's say that they do start here. Like that. Like this. I keep on pressing the... Like that, whatever. Just as a random example. So now what they're going to do, it's going to spawn. They're going to probably jump over this, jump over that. Maybe crouch slide here. Hide behind this because they don't want to get shot at. Run up the stairs, and there's going to be more of that in here. So you want them constantly just active doing something. Shooter is a little easier to do because, and especially more so, what do you call this? Online, like, multiplayer maps, because they may not be doing anything. They could be just running for, let's say, 5-6 seconds, but are usually going to run into something else, an obstacle. The obstacle could be a player, an NPC, an explosive, a kill streak, like a predator missile, whatever, to prevent them, to stop them from, like, oh, just auto running one direction, like, oh, I need to hide, or oh, I need to shoot, need a drop shot, whatever. Okay. So, now that we're here, basically, honestly, almost done. Our main dominant here, I think, will be the temple. We are going to have, like, little, like, random stuff, like this little fountain courtyard area. That'll be, like, kind of a nice little focus. But usually what we want to do is, in every little area, we do want to give them a view of this. So where they spawn at, so if there's going to be... again, it says talking about team deathmatch. I think is is it not 4 versus 4? Is it 8 versus 8? 6? I don't know. I guess it depends on the mode. But what we want to do, if let's say it's 5 versus 5, right? Oh, I messed up. Okay. So we want them. I think this is, yeah. That's not really there. So let's say we want it like this, right? From here, we want them to maybe, like, it's still going to be a closed market, so it's going to be a roof, but we want to maybe give, like, a little, like, a cut section here to see that temple, so they know that something's there in the distance. And here, since it's going to be open ground, they're going to see it right from the corner of their eye. And then we'll have something else here, probably, I don't know what exactly, but we'll just put this here. It's not going to be a fountain. I'm just going to change it to purple. There. Is that? No, it's a little too purple. I want that other purple. This one, just something to show, right, that there's some sort of point of interest there. Let me get rid of this, and then this here. Yeah, it's not actually there, unfortunately, but whatever. Alright, so let's see. Gonna come in through here. Go left. If they go left, then let's just follow the straight path just to the other side. Okay, they have a door there. Door, 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 boom. And I'll see the other side. Door, door. Oh, I didn't put the... That's on the second floor. Door, door. Oh, no door here. Wait, no, I don't need that. What happened? Hello? Oh, I see. I think it's because this is on the... Yeah. Shit, I don't need this here. Let's go to the first floor. Nope. There we go. Let's get this. Just closing off all the outcomes or all the paths. Oh, that's right. Go to the second floor. Okay. So let's do it again. Oh, there is technically a path here. I mean, it's kind of obvious that there is one, but whatever, it's fine. Let's add in our path because that's what we're doing everywhere else. You know what, I'm gonna get rid of this one. Go to the second floor and I'll paste one here. There you go. Okay. Path, path, path. Cool. Done. Alright. Straight, they have path, path. They're gonna have here. This may be... This may be stairs. Potentially. Let me... I'm gonna put them here. I don't know how I feel about it yet. But I'll put stairs there. Just like the possibility of there being second floor access there. Okay. What's on the second floor right now? Is that right? I could organize that afterwards. So everything here connects. We could also just put stairs within here too, which is definitely a possibility. Oh, fuck. Okay. So this is the close off. This is the end of the map here, and the end of the map here is this stuff here. It doesn't go out anywhere. Though we could connect something else here. Actually, is a possibility. Maybe like something diagonal. So they just go here. Maybe they could slide down. Then won't be no way but come back up, which I guess is fine. Yeah, we could do that. That sounds pretty cool. Alright, so I'm just gonna make let's see. So probably 1, 2, 3 units. Let's make it 4. 4. Rotate it like that, maybe. Wait, more? No, like this. Like that. And then let's get that like this. Black and gray. And make that one dashed. I'm gonna put a text here. Slide. Oh, what am I doing? Nope, that's not what I want to do. Select. Let's get that. Change it. Nope, nope. There we go. Okay. Be like a little extra thing just to help get down there. Hey, I'm assuming this project, man, will be less complex or more complex. Well, less, kind of a little bit of both. So this one's going to be less in a sense where we don't have to worry about the mechanics in a sense. So we're not building anything besides like small little like probably for a slide part in the meantime, because I don't think there'll be like a base project with slide, just maybe like crouch or something. So in that case, we could probably do is if they get here and they press the crouch button, it's just gonna like teleport them in a sense. Just move from boop boop like real quick, and then we'll get animations whatever for that later on. But more complex in a sense where since this is a shooter map, we're gonna need more fill here. Like obviously when we were doing the Forgotten Funk one, it was more like just all you're doing is really crouching, throwing distractions, timing your stuff, and then moving around the enemies in a sense. So here it's complex for like content wise, and it's gonna be a little more like focused on it because that's what obviously that's what I do in a sense. So I can show you guys like how to fully like block out a map and make the content and or make the gameplay, and then obviously when you get mechanics, whatever, or you get a project, or if you're a programmer, you're making your own stuff, then you could go on there and boop, just get everything, just put in your enemies, your spawn points. Obviously you have like the game modes, the timers, the points for like deathmatch or whatever, and then you can go ahead and just add that on here. But this is gonna be more complex in the sense of creating the level and making it more making more interactions, but less complex because we don't have to do the mechanics. That's the best part, in my opinion. Which not necessarily I made a mistake with doing that on the first one. On the first one we were doing, it's still going to be done. It's just I'm going to take my time to really do it off stream. So once it's ready, I could present it to you guys. You could see it. It's just easier. It's just not easier. It's more just noteworthy of what I would typically do in my role in a sense. And obviously, if somebody's interested in doing that, you have the tools to do it. Again, it gives you a guideline. Okay, so now, let's see. That will be, oh, hold on. Let me get rid of all the extra stuff. One thing we need to decide on now is what is going to be what's going to have a second floor. Actually, let me say that instead. So, oh, this has something here. We don't need this. All right, so looking at it, I hate that it does that. I'm going to get, oh, let me go back to the second floor. I'm just going to get rid of that, because we don't need any dash stuff. The dash stuff's going to be the travel points. Let's call it that. So if you're, transitioning from the first floor to the second floor, that's what's going to be dashed. Which means right now it's just that. We're also trying to, I guess, show what is going to be a second floor. This won't be second floor. First floor is going to probably be the easiest. So that will be a first floor. This is a first floor. This too. This center area, yes. Probably the outer one will be like a connection thing. This will be a first floor. Also first floor, I believe. This is second floor. Do I already have that separated? I don't. So we could put that to the second floor. Means you get this, and we'll put that to the second floor. Do I already have that? I don't. This goes to second floor, which means probably this and that to the second floor as well. So the obvious second floors, I think they're accounted for. This as well, but this is a first and second floor. Because what I'll probably do... On the plus side, we have the main parts, like the main map blocked out, right? All we need to do now is decide on what is going to be a second floor. So you have like your first floor area, which would be like in this area. If you're not going up the stairs, just going to be like like a little bridge over it in a sense. Oh, sorry, my eyes dry. And then we'll have like this area where it's being led up by a stairs, which actually, if this is gonna have a second floor, probably won't need that there, because then it'll just be keep it underneath maybe. Seems gonna be a little easier to do an engine, which I'll probably do that on the next stream. All right, let me do that. I'll leave that right there for now. Do gotta use the restroom again real quick, so let me go ahead. I've been drinking a lot of water. Speaking of that, I'm actually thirsty. I'll go to the bathroom real quick, refill my water, and yeah, we'll just keep on building out the map. All right, be right back.
Mic off. Mic on.
All right. So one thing I was thinking of now. Who texted me? All right. So one thing we could potentially do is, the only thing is, since there's stuff on the second floor now, poop. What I'll do is I'm gonna copy everything. All right. See, I'll copy all this, right? Let's duplicate that. Should I put it below it? Or I'll put it to the side. Put it to the side, because I know what the end is here. All right. And first off, I'm gonna get rid of all this extra stuff that. There's another one here. No. There we go. So we need the duplicates. Get this cleaned up now. Oh, that's from that. Okay, so let's get that. I'm gonna copy the stuff from the second. that. Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm actually going to move everything from the second to layer. Actually, no, hold on. Let's do first floor. Copy. Oh, hold on. Copy everything here that's in this, and then move that to the second layer. So now, there we go. Cool. So now, what we're gonna do is get rid of anything that should not have a second floor. So probably this. We're not gonna have that. We're not gonna have that. Not gonna need this. Nor that. Don't need that either. This will be a second floor. That. This won't be. Just gonna get rid of all that. This will be a second floor, I believe. This will not. I believe this won't. This outer one should. You know, I'll leave it there just for reference. There you go. Second floor, second floor. Or this will have a second floor. So will this. I think that's it. Then we can look at it side by side. Okay. Yep, we'll need a second floor for that. No. Okay. Boom, boom. Yep, yep. All this is second floor. That's not. That is. Okay. Alright, cool. I think that's it. So, again, this area, so like the little, this will be a first floor. Like, well, technically all of this is a first floor. This will just be the upper part. And then this will be like this all of this is center, and then there'll be a second floor to that. So it kind of look like how, hold on. What was it? Control F, Control G. There. So kind of how like this is. So you see how like it has that first floor entrance you go into, and then it has like a second tier area where you could also like, not through the first floor, I don't think so at least, but through somewhere else or in other areas you could climb up there through stairs and then be on that second floor area. Move that back over here. Okay. Yeah. So now the thing, oh, I don't need this anymore. Let me just make sure there's nothing extra here. Probably not this. Just gonna take that out for now. Alright, okay. Alright. So now we're gonna do, we're actually create a new layer. We're gonna call this one it's for, trying to find the right term. I guess we just call it just obstacles. It's going to be a general term. And what obstacles going to mean is basically what's going to be on these floors, right? Like what's going to be blocking off the player. That could be market stands. That could be columns. Could be a lot of things. A big blockade of these areas is going to be probably debris too. So like if I, oh actually I didn't need to do that. So let's look up, I'm just going to look up on the map, top down. Images. Just we gotta get an idea what we have here, right? So like this stuff, these are cars or smaller buildings. We have here, if we, the quality of the picture can get a little better. No, I want to see that, this picture. Oh, maybe it wasn't Favela. I'm thinking of the wrong map again. Was it Black Ops 2 map? Black Ops, or was it Modern Warfare? Modern Warfare 2 desert maps. No, wasn't this. Wasn't that. Wasn't this one. Was it maybe Black Ops 2? Will this open or be open world or explore or more so leading the player? So this is gonna be more leading the player because remember this is a shooter map, so like a multiplayer map in a sense, which obviously you play. So we're gonna basically have it more just guiding paths somewhere, and then blockades, covers, whatever, so that the player obviously just doesn't walk into an open area and there's nothing to hide behind. You just shoot your life away to hopefully kill the other person. So you want them to be able to like run around here. If somebody meets them here and they start shooting, and they got run inside, be protected by a wall, market stand, whatever, so they could obviously either escape or try and get the upper hand on him, whatever. Maybe it wasn't Modern Warfare. Maybe it was Black Ops 2. Black Ops. Oh. Oh, I think this is it. No, that's not it. Never mind, I lied. No. Was not Dig, not Frost, not. Was it Pod? No, it wasn't Pod. Takeoff, Detour, no. Rush, not Cove, not Studio, not Mirage, not Grind, nope. Not Yemen. It wasn't Turbine. It wasn't Slums. I remember Slums. Overflow, maybe? Maybe. Not Carrier, not Aftermath. It wasn't a Zombies map. I know that was. Score streaks, no. What is this? No, it says, man. Maybe it was Black Ops 3? Did I play Black Ops 3? I don't remember now. Nope. 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 I don't think I played Black Ops 3. Maybe I did. No. None of these look familiar. No. It definitely wasn't this. Man, which one was it? It was such a good map, too. I just don't remember which one it was. Maybe I'll ask, I know I played it with Mark before, I believe. Whatever. Let's just not even worry about that. Alright, so now we want to have the obstacles. So things to block off. Let's go to... Alright, look up here. Desert. Map, top, down. Looking this up so we get an idea of what type of obstacles... Oh, it's right. See if maybe shooter top down would work. Trying to get an idea. Obviously trees could be one, like dead trees, because it's on a desert though, so it's not really going to be a main thing. Could be crates, could be broken down cars, broken down helicopter, whatever we want it to be. I might need to just brainstorm a little bit on this. So for sure, market stand is going to be a big part of it. Like that's... Oh, that's right. Go to the first floor. Duplicate that. I'm going to move this one to layer obstacles. Now if I go here, thing, yep. So lucky with this, it's going to be pretty easy for us to block things out. Like for the market stands, at least. So we have something like this, duplicate it, move a little forward, rotate it. Right, that's like one way to do that. So come out here, they have this blocking, still big enough for him to walk around it, and still enough space for him to move in here. We could even just mirror this on the other side. And actually we're going to flip vertically. Yeah, something like that. when we're actually in engine, we're going to be, you know, moving this up and like tweaking up a little bit. Actually, here we have innocent AI. No civilians. I don't think so, at least. Just because we want this to be a map where it's just player like PvP. That's all it's focusing on, really. There is going to be another variation. We might use the same map. Maybe we'll do a different one. Where it's more like zombie style. That one will probably be a little bit more open, so like we won't have so much. Oh, oops. Actually, we don't really need that. Well, so we won't have like so much of these like connecting walls, or like hiding places. More like if, for example, in the zombie one, we'll probably just have all this connected in one. So instead of it being like this here, it'll be more like just a giant connection. So something like that. So all this would be one space, and then it'll be like zombies in the middle or whatever it's gonna be. But this one is more just solely focused on player versus player. So they're gonna be going through these maps like any Call of Duty map you play. You're walking in. The only thing that I think there's one map which I forgot which one it was, where there's like the little dummies, like the little moving dummies. That could be something we put in, but that's not. It won't add gameplay to it. It's just gonna be there just as like distractions, or like if they're turning a corner quick and they see one, you know, they're like, oh, and they just shoot it, right, and they give away the location. So we'll actually do the select tool. So there's no entrance from here. It'd be kind of pointless to have. What do you call this? Market stands there. So we probably more something like this, like that, and then we'll probably put this one more like this, like that. So they'll come in through here. They can go around here behind it. I'll probably have like one or two of them. Let me get this one. Why is it? I don't want all of them. Just want one. There we go. Like this. Maybe one like that. Something like that. We'll have probably ones. I'm doing a market stands first just because it's the easiest one to have. We already. Why are you doing this? I just want one. Just a one. There we go. Don't want to have it like matching exactly on both sides. Oh. Maybe one like this here. That's not exactly in the center. Let me not snap it to grid. So this one, just put it right somewhere there. Like that, and then this one will be just like a little open area instead. And then throughout all of this, pretty much we're gonna have market stands on the outer side. So we'll have some here. We'll probably like distribute it a little better. So actually, you know what we could do? Let's go to the first floor one. So we'll get rid of probably this one, and maybe this one, and then what we could just have is go back to obstacle layer. Let's copy this, and then we'll have it like, no, the other way. Nope. There. Yeah. So it'll be like this. I don't like this. Not snapping at 15 degrees. No, it's not snapping 15 degrees. Whatever. So something like that. It's gonna be like in the. Oh. It's going so much. Something like this. It's gonna look a little weird here, to be completely honest. Actually, I'm just gonna get rid of that one. I'll duplicate this one. Just because of this tool. But they just really organize our dots. So they have like the market stand there. You know, and these guys get spawned in. They're gonna walk in. They have this path to walk, and then go out as well. Because this will all be somewhat open in a sense. I just want to put all the doors there because it's gonna look a little odd. But we'll know when we're doing it and how it's gonna look. Alright, so that's there, and then we'll have basically like somewhat of the same idea on the other side. So, no, hold on. Oh, damn, I actually copied it. I don't. Is that? Nope, that's what I figured. I want to copy all this. And then just rotate it. Something like that. So that's here. Oh, no, sorry. So that's like, come on. So it's like this. Like that. I'm going to have to fix this. Smooth that against this wall. Like this. I'll create placeholder assets too for this. There. Something like that. I don't know why some of them look weird like that. Whatever. And then now in like this area, kind of the same concept, right? We're gonna have a lot of these throughout most of the world. So you want to block it off in a sense where I'm just gonna put them here. I have like that. Like this. This snapping at 15 is driving me nuts. There we go. That. Like this. And we could just actually, nope. Let's duplicate this one. Let's move this a little back. And again, this is just filling out the space, which is not going to be just market stands. We'll have other stuff in here, but we're trying to fill like the main area, I guess, of how it's kind of going to look like, how it's going to feel. But we'll be able to tweak this up nicely once we get this in engine. I'll probably be finishing the map between today and tomorrow. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that. I'll just get one. Get one here. Rotate that like this. And we'll put it. Come on. That's fine. Nope. This thing, the only thing I don't like is it doesn't like it when you rotate things. Like the snapping gets weird. Sure, whatever. Like that. And that's kind of the general gist, right? We're filling out the area. We're gonna put more stuff in here. I'm gonna move this down here so I can use it. Oh, what I do need to do actually is let's go to the second floor. Oh, it's already done. All right, cool. So it's gonna show pretty much everything, just a whole map. The first floor is gonna be, and it'll show what the second floor is gonna be, which will be just this area. I could probably move some of this honestly, but it's fine. I could organize that later. That center area is gonna be intense. Some good gunfight. Exactly. Yeah, I think it's gonna come out really, really well. Again, map creation. I know that this probably is not the best tool because it's wonky. I mean, that's just the truth. It's a little kind of hard to like do certain things, whereas like in the SketchUp one, and even in Blender as well, which is just like that's where artists go and create big basically maps in a sense, and then they import it into Unreal. The only reason why I don't do that is because one, I'm not fully comfortable with it. With creating the maps, at least I know I've used it before more for like rigging and animating. This just like has always been my baby in a sense. I always created maps here, and it just helps me paint a picture. Once I'm in the engine, that's it. Like a lot of things get like reworked and changed. Just kind of giving me like a baseline. We probably won't have market stands on the second floor, except for like in this area and probably like in here. This area is just gonna be more like a typical second floor, just stones, columns and stuff sticking out, stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of just the general gist we're trying to go for right now. I am gonna save this. It's online sketch, and then I'm gonna go and just rename it. What do we call it again? Gulahara Bazaar. Sure. I don't know where the hell that came from with my brain, but that is fine with me.
You bet your sweet Bippy I did.
I forgot that's what Appreciate it. Who was that? Evil Scotsman. Thanks for following. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Tuning in right to the end of the stream. Sorry you couldn't catch the other stuff, but a lot of stuff we went over. What's up, Mark? What's up, buddy? So basically just creating a map, getting that kind of honed out. This is a more of the shooter desert map. We called it, again, I don't know where this came from, Gulahara. I don't know, but that's what my brain came up with. So it's more like something like this. Just kind of give a quick overview of what was it again? Control F, Control G. There you go. Gee, I need you to show me how you made that small clip for the notifications. Brother, I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. Small clip for the Oh, the GIFs. Or GIFs. How the fuck do you pronounce it? That? I'm assuming you're talking about that. I'm pretty sure. If so, yeah, I can show you. It's not a problem at all. Is this kind of the style that we're going for? Anybody tuning in now or just for the end? Oh, that, yeah, of course. I can show you. It's pretty easy. I have the sites that I use to download them as well. The only thing is just like the soundboards obviously are different. But I definitely got you. Depends what time I'm going to the gym late today. Now, I'll let you show you before your stream starts so you can have it up there. But if not, whatever. We'll figure it out. So yeah, that's kind of like what we're going for. This like Middle Eastern market area. I think it's up to second floor buildings. A lot of like not tight spaces, but to the point where you're walking in like you're trying to shoot, and you know you obviously have stuff that gets in your way, covers, walls, buildings, whatever. So that's kind of where we're going for there. I am gonna save this. Hold on. Oh, how do I save? Save as. I will save this. Let me see. Put it on my desktop. Let's do a new folder. Pure ref nonsense. Alright, we'll save it there, and then we'll call this Bazaar concept. There we go. And then I could just close this. You have big, meaty claws. Alright, so that's good. I'm gonna also fill this out as well, just so we get an idea of how the flow is gonna look. I already renamed it. Yeah, I think I'm actually probably gonna call it there. I'll definitely get some more work done on it tonight and tomorrow. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. If you are watching this on YouTube, follow the channel, subscribe, like. Check me out on Twitch. I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 12 to 3 right now. I am probably this week, or maybe at the start of the next month, since it's already around the corner. Well, not next month. What am I talking about? I have a whole week and a half. So I'll probably start maybe sometime this week. Doing like late night streams. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing yet, but obviously we'll figure it out from there. Again, appreciate y'all. Yeah, anytime, Mitch. I'll try and get to you hopefully before you stream so we can do that thing. If not, we'll just do it afterwards to get the stuff set up for the notifications and whatnot. But again, thanks for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, shoot me a whisper on Twitch. If not, comment on the videos on YouTube. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Take it easy. Peace.
Mic off.